Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Daredevils, where I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV. Last episode we started our adventures into the into this beautiful little hellish land. Let me just go and write my plot over here so people know where it is. Wow. Just immediately get this. Sure, I can deal with that. Anyway, this will be our first notorious monster that we found. Last episode we in any case just started doing the basics, started explaining the basics of the land called Eureka. And today we're gonna go and venture a little bit farther into this place and exploring a little bit more of the aspects of it, like for instance fates or notorious monsters. Well, I can probably just walk behind you, yeah? You're not proximity. Or sound, for that matter. Oh, this fucking sound. This fucking sound. Since we two are at the same level, we can basically fight enemies and still get XP from it. So. Seasonless chicken. That is a name. Okay, so they invited that person, but I'm not sure if we can actually get the XP from these enemies if they are in our party. Yeah, no. We don't. And now we... the fucking red eyes, Jesus Christ. Oh, this music. Let me also go and mark this one, actually. Tell us. So usually when you're going into Eureka, there's specific phases that give a rare drops. Those ones you usually pull at 25 minutes on their counter, and the normal ones are usually pulled at 27. Mind you, since we're on Anemos, stuff can kind of get a little bit weird. The rules can be a little... Not everybody knows the rules and all that jazz, so... She looks like old Lynn. What the dog doing? Hey, they put me in it. I can deal with that. It is 27 or around it in any case. Hysteric voice. Voice. Give you a reduced immunity, which means that your healing is going to be a little bad. Give bleeding to somebody. She does like a donut around her too at some points. I think she also cleaves. That's the thing. This will be, I think, do a donut attack around them. And that's it. So nothing too complicated. And Anemos crystals and log boxes. Right, I'm now going to go and leave this party then. Because it would be fine if you were like if you are at a my god, my mind's freaking blanking like every 2 seconds. It would be fine if you were at a level that... Why is my mind blanking so much? It would be fine to party up if you were in a party with people who are at the same level as you. Or close to in any case. Like, you can have like 1 or 2 level differences. But once you have like somebody who's max level in your party, even if the person who's max level doesn't attack a single enemy, you will not get the XP. So just keep that in mind. If you want to grind, if you need to grind XP, try not to stay in parties, especially when the party's level is much higher than you. But it doesn't really count for fates. The bonus you get, like the XP you get from fates, is based off of the level of the fate and of your score in it. And a score is usually counted from the entire party's efforts. That is why partying up is so important in Eureka. Because then you'll be almost guaranteed to have a high grade as long as you hit the enemy and stuff like that. What is she doing? Maybe she's looking for the compliments that I was looking for yesterday. Oh. Don't you look at that? Another pop. And closer to my level too. Meh. Usually the enemies that you have to fight to actually spawn the notorious monster are much higher level than you, which is unfortunate in more ways than one. Like for instance here, Numa Flayer is level 11. And this is a level 6 notorious monster. So, you know, that's just a little bit weird. Can't really properly explain why or how. So this is, I would say, the usual Eureka experience. It's kind of going around doing fates, especially once you start leveling up a little bit more. You can go to different areas and can actually fight the monsters in them. If you can fight a unique monster, yeah, sure. No. If you can fight a notorious monster at your level, that's going to give you a lot of XP. So this is a really lucky little thing. Still, 1 to 3 levels higher than you also works, but higher than that, you're not going to be able to keep up. I'm pretty dang sure. I don't think you would get anything from it, but I could be wrong. The details escape me at the moment. I feel like this music is from somewhere. Oh shit. Whoa shit! Alright! Now I guess people don't really mind too much, there's not that many people over here, so... Yeah, I forgot, like, since I'm not synced down, the enemy will still aggro me if they notice me. Kind of forgot about that. Oh shit! A crack! So this will, of course, summon an enemy once it is done with its cast. The double samurai Midare, that was pretty good. Just keeps void calling. Not that we care about that. There we go. So 7,000 XP. So about 7 enemies worth of fighting, in combination with, of course, the other stuff we get, which is, you know, the crystals. If you're wondering, like, oh, I'm only getting like these big crystals from these guys, I kind of want the other things, you can trade them down. Also, I'm in a bad place. Why do I feel like I know this person? I think I do, actually. We're finally gonna get the sun. No more rain. Oh, nice. Also, Eureka is waking up. It's just people entering like crazy. Oh, fucking hell, I thought that guy was gonna notice me. I'm in danger. Any what the okay, this is like a certified Eureka moment right here. Somebody, like, any cute girls that are willing to be my girlfriend. Somebody just asked. Just a certified Eureka moment right there. They're probably just asking for like a group basically, but just funny. Just out of nowhere. Lamau. You know, it's like one thing that I still find very unfortunate when I was playing this originally. I didn't really like interact with other people as much, which I feel like I really should have, because that would have made the entire experience so much more fun. Because that is what like part of Eureka is. It is like a social activity. You do have to work together to a certain degree too. So. Also, did I? Yes, I did. Wasn't sure if I marked the fate. Also, now I'm thinking about it, I really should not be recording this. I'm basically going to be fighting enemies at around my level. Oh well, yeah. Around my level, 4 levels higher, but you know, it works. Anyway, that's what I'll be doing for now. Once there is a new Notorious Monster that we haven't seen before, I will go and show you guys that once I get to the level I need. I need to be, then we're just going to continue with the story, of course. So, yeah, I'll be right back. If I can press the damn button while I'm doing my rotation. We've got one. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Just going to walk behind you. Mr. Mind Flayer Man. For this one you would need to fight these bears every year to get it to spawn. Son of a fucking bear. It's fine, I'll just pull it to the rest of the group like an asshole. I'm gonna put this thing on offensive. There we go. I should stay far enough away from the bears. Since I look like quite a snack to these bears. Also, this is literally Lynn. Except her eyes are normal. Well, literally Lynn. It's Lynn with white scales. Other than that, it is old Lynn. Look at what they've done to her. So this fucking bear. So there's nothing's happening here, I guess. Polly. That's level 14. Yeah. Full party! Full party! As you can see, if you have enough people, all like any of these encounters are just a joke. Except for some of the final ones, I suppose. But the earlier ones, yeah. But level up. Right, so now we can go and fight level 11 enemies. I will be right back again. Okay, so in my little quest to go and find the correct type of enemy I need for the challenge log to get more XP, it has sent me over this way. So now that we are here, I'm gonna go and get this Ethernet shard. Hoping that I can, of course. Because I'm not sure. Could be that I need to be level 13 for this. Nope. Okay, nice. There we go. So now we have a nice way to teleport around, at least a little bit. Okay, I'm just gonna continue my grind now. I'll be right back. Alright, so my grind has taken me to this little corner of the map. I'm close to another Ethernet shard, and I have also reached level 30. So we're gonna go back to the camp anyway. Sponge crabs. So let's see if we can get this one. I may need to be a level 15 for this. Nope. I think it's maybe like a level 10 thing or something. Anyway, nice. Hello, Kryl. Perfect timing then. We detected another confluence of ether just now. Another piece of magicite causing trouble like as not. Are you available to go and visit? Or go and investigate? Blah, blah, blah. Wonderful. Assuming our measurements are accurate, this should be quite close to the waterfall far to the north of here. Assuming the area is as I remember, you should have a clear view of our former headquarters. Perhaps you'll even be able to see the barrier encasing it. So, the waterfall to the north. This is going to be a scary little adventure. Methinks. Let me go and, just in case, check how many people are in here. I'm saying the instance is closing, because there hasn't been a new person in 20 minutes. So now the idea is to go and sneak my way over to that place. I can still deal with these enemies, and like honestly, I can deal with any enemy that's 4 levels higher than me. I've noticed. Just takes a little bit longer. Okay, now that's 5 levels higher than me. Let's see how this is gonna go for me. Nice. I'm just built different. Okay, I've spent too much time in Eureka. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay, let's go back. Pray return! Needless to say it then, we already know. You found the magicites, Aristam's told us a tale. I must say it's a good thing you agreed to join our expedition. If it weren't for you, I doubt my investigation would be proceeding so smoothly. I want to believe we're almost there, but I cannot say anything with certainty, save that there is at least one more piece of magicite somewhere in Anemos, preventing us from utilizing the Ethernet. Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have better things to do than watch me fill with etherometers and the like. As usual, if you determine the location of another piece of magicite, I'll let you know. Level 17. Okay. Since I think that this instance is closed, I think I'm gonna go and leave the instance and go back in. This is how you can basically force yourself to go into a new instance, if there is one, of course. I could be wrong. But it would be nicer for me to be in a new one, I think. Okay, it was not a new one. Alright. But anyway, I will be right back again. It's always an interesting experience when I, prepare myself to go and... I basically hadn't, watched anything in the background or done anything in the background while I was grinding. Because I was kind of enjoying the vibe of Eureka. And at the moment that I actually, adjust my audio in game and get ready to just watch YouTube while I'm grinding to level 17, then a fucking normal Notorious monster gets popped. Oh well. At least I'm happy that it's, there because it's level 15, which means that I can participate. And should get a pretty decent amount of XP from it too, because it's so high level. I love the fact that I can just sneak around like that. Even though it can lead to, let's just say, unfortunate situations. Just gonna zigzag my way through. Alright. Yeah, this place is filled with enemies that are just a little bit stronger. Only a little bit, mind. Like these level 20 enemies. No, no. No, don't do it. I'm a virgin. Let's... Well, this is terrifying. I should also, I think, just, you know, stay a little bit farther away. Because this thing will definitely fuck me up. Ugh, big stretch time! Let's take a gather at the crew of peeps, even though it's kind of difficult for me to do so. At this angle. Nice femora. Nice female aura. But every female aura is nice. Stormblood poster boy. Can I get the other ones too? Cat girl, Lalafell, bunny girl. And the biggest chat of them all, Kiamon. Who pulled mobs for me earlier. Who let me join them in their grind. But then they got to, you know, mobs that were too high level for me to get any XP from them. Then I decided to leave. And thus we stand here, waiting for stuff. I guess they're waiting until 25. Or something, I don't know, does this guy actually drop something interesting? Where is he? Oh yeah, it does. Okay, I see. It does drop an item. This guy drops kind of a stupid item. But it's fun and interesting that it's in the game. Kick a scream! Oh fuck. Don't kill me. Okay. Well, I'm a tank, but... Freaking Quintania PTSD. Okay. Nice. Don't get any items from it, unless if you are at the level or higher, you will not get any item from these. But you will get the XP, so... It is worth it for the XP alone. Also, I need to somehow find a way out of here. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna continue my grind, and I'll see you guys, well, in a bit. Baba Bluey. Ella Kablam. Anyway, there's another. There is another fate. Or, no, notorious. I keep on saying normal monster. No idea why. Notorious monster. Can probably deal with those now, but still. I'd rather not if I can avoid it. Please don't aggro me. No, you fucking bitch. Off I go. If should you ever aggro a fate monster, or notorious monster, whatever the fuck, just run out of its range and it'll leave you alone. I said it will leave you alone. Go away. Don't make me a liar. Okay. Can't see shit. Oh, okay. Well. Let me go and also mark this off of my little thing. What level are you? Level 12. Doesn't drop a special item, so it's just 27 minutes. In theory, unless if there's anybody else who's still on the way. I like this climber now. What are you wearing? Oh, idealized. Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. And then just dyed black. Wow, that looks really good. That's the Shadowbringer's. What kind of weapon are you? Just Nanoveil here? No, this is the Shadowbringer's relic. No, not relic. The job here. And I think this is the same. I think this is. Yep. Wow. And this person is wearing the Deep Shadow gear, just like a Shadowbringer's Tombstone gear. Look at that. Look at me knowing gear out of my head because I'm insane. Okay, I just really like the glamour system. It's good. Well, I don't really like the system. I like making glamours. I like making the fashion thingamabobs, some of which are, you know, a little more successful than others. Recently made something which, it's definitely something. Try to make a cosplay of a character for Lynn, for the Dragoon. And, well, it is something. If you know the character, then it makes kind of sense, but it's difficult for me to get the perfect thing, so then it just looks kind of basic to a certain degree. Basic, but not really in the good way. But I'll show it off at some point. As I usually do. I don't think I've shown off all the glamours yet. Well, I don't remember. I think I did show off my Dark Knight glamour though. Wow. Starts combat, get immediately one of these dudes here. I'm just going to bonk him. Okay, somebody else has got him. Somebody else who does more damage than me. Anyway, big Morbles spawn smaller Morbles. We're gonna start spewing gas. Like in front of them. Holy but Jesus Christ. Well. That does a lot of damage, huh? Good God. We only got freaking melted by that thing. Well, anyway. The grind continues. Another minute, another fate. Did not take that long for another one to spawn. That may have been on me though. I think Bombardier spawns by killing the... let's take a look. Bombardier, yeah, spawns by killing the Gourmands, which is the thing I've been killing. Because I still need more Ashkin to get the challenge log. Let's go to the Windtorn cabin. Or some might even say the cabin in the woods. Is this guy... Oh, he is going to attack me, that's for sure. Just going to walk past you for a sec. I got this defroster with me, but that's fine. I can just kill him. There's Bombadil. A Bombadil. Drop anything? Nope. Okay. And thus we wait. Also, as you can see, all these fates have like specific stories to them, which you can read in the right part of the screen. Do they do a rocket? That is such a nice name. This type of monster looks pretty freaking insane now. Underneath like those front tentacles, there's like a toothy maw. Of course, based off of the model of a Gubu, but actually, is it? I think it is. Yeah, it is. Thought for a second it was like based off of Titan, maybe, but nah. Definitely Gubu. I still feel like this game, like this music comes from a different game. I feel like it may come from ffXIV. Or maybe even 1.0. Are we waiting for the 25-minute pull timer? Now! Is nobody gonna... Are we just gonna stand here like a bunch of Neanderthals? Okay, I'm just gonna pull. These people are not pulling, so... And I'll do it. For some reason, they're too scared. Why am I still tanking? Oh my god! They just turned around and yeeted everybody into the sky. That's pretty good. We couldn't see or like wait for every single one, but like if people don't even ask, or like don't even say they're on the way, then there's no point in waiting past the timers that I usually use. Just like a basic Eureka rule. Eureka rule. There we go. And I got level up from that. Nice. I'm gonna need to still fight more of these traveling gourmands for my challenge log. Anyway, I will be right back again. Another one has appeared. Whilst I have reached level 16. I've also finished my entire challenge log right now, so any grind that needs to be different this one onward is going to be hard-ass grinding. Which is fine. It just takes a little bit. I love those little helmet grabs. Now I seem to remember this passage being a little bit dangerous over here. It's down here actually. We got an entrance over here and one down here. And both of them have some pretty nasty enemies in them. Well, as does, you know, this entire area, in all fairness. The Uncanny Valley. Just an amazing name for an area. There we go, level 21 enemies blocking your way. However, they are site-based, so you can, in theory, just walk past them. Like so. And then we get Fafnir. Not Fafnir, Fafnir. Let me go and mark him. And he can drop a wind-up Fafnir. So he can drop a minion of himself because he's so full of himself, question mark. I think in theory, like after we've beaten this guy, we should probably have enough to go and do the next quest. And then we gotta reach probably level 20. Seem to remember you also need, outside of that, you also need to get 100 protein crystals. If that or 100 Anemos crystals, one of the two. That's why I haven't been using them to upgrade the weapon yet. Because for me it's more important that I unlock the next islands than to deal with the weapon. Since this guy drops an item, it's once again 25 minutes. That's usually how it works. Even if the item isn't particularly of worth. Them's the rules. I think there's like only one thing. Like from Anemos, there's only one thing that I would really want. That's the Scorpion Harness. It's something I could use. The unfortunate thing about the Scorpion Harness is that it's not dyeable though. If I recall correctly. Other than that, it's an amazing looking piece of chest. At least, you know, that's what I recall. Could be that I'm wrong. But that is a pretty rare drop from a specific fate, so I don't expect that I'll get it. And I'm not sure if I want to go out of my way to get it either, in all fairness. Because that does require, well, quite a lot of grinding. Who knows, if I'm lucky I may even get it. I don't even know how much, how many Anemos crystals, like how much protein I get from an Anemos crystal. Bum, bum. I do really like the way that it works in Anemos though, in all fairness. I really like the fact that in Anemos you have the protein crystals. You don't have that in the next items, by the way. In the next items it's only these crystals. It's only the big ones. The smaller ones have like a different purpose. They're even more annoying. Or they're just more annoying in general. But I really like the way that this is. The fact that you can get them from beating normal enemies. And from, I think, lockboxes too. And then you can just turn the big ones into smaller ones depending on what you need. Embolden. Spike flail, yikes. Absolute terror. I don't really want to risk that one. I'm gonna stay away from his back because I don't want to get spiked again. He does it after the... What the fuck kind of range is that? There we go. 43 Anemos crystals. 18k elemental XP. Some pretty good stuff. Alright, the grind continues. It did not level me up at all. BRB. Alright, we have reached level 17. This is it, Lyn. The last piece of magicite in Anemos. The last obstacle to us restoring the Ethernet, I'm sure of it. This one looks to be far to the northeast, beyond the Val River. About the Val River's swale, probably an uncanny valley. It won't be easy though. According to our measurements, the area has some of the highest concentrations of ether in this region. Any beast that can endure that are like to be formidable opponents. So where is it again? Just like far to the northeast beyond the Val River swale. The Val Rivers. So an uncanny valley just somewhere up there. Okay. No problem for a seasoned adventurer like myself. Surely nothing can go wrong. Right? Also, I am pretty dang sure this instance is closed. According to the fact that it's been 30 minutes since a new person has joined, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It's not very active right now, so... Also, I can in theory deal with these enemies. 5 levels, I've noticed like if it's 5 levels higher than me, that's when it becomes a problem. A problem. It's a big word. I can still probably... What the fuck am I doing? I can still probably survive against it, it's just not going to be pretty. Not recommended in any case. It's once it's... yeah. Just 5 levels is a little too much. Alright, the northern part of Uncanny Valley. Which is a place with concentrations of high level enemies. This is quite interestingly like not a place you really need to go for anything. Like specifically the north over here, other than like the main story of this place. And even then, I don't really know where, because there's nothing over here. If I get like ridiculously stuck looking for something, I will just look up where it is. Because this is not like it's not the point. Like the point of the playthrough is not to get stuck looking for something endlessly. Apparently that is proximity based. Kind of makes sense to a certain degree. Yeah, we give another one. Just gonna be waltzing around. Another one got popped somewhere. It's a very low level one. It's not particularly worth it, I would say. Definitely not worth going for now. Considering where I am. The question is, well, yeah, no, that's the Anemos theme though, so... Let me go and get out the map, since I have now run through the entirety of this place. Just go and open up the tracker, you can go and press the Anemos detailed map, and it should tell you where you need to go. Okay. It's down in this corner over here. There it is. Beautifully placed behind a tree. Failed to locate the confluence of ether or any magicite. Well, if it isn't the hero of the resistance, suppose I shouldn't be surprised that you're capable of holding your own from this far from Port Surgate. I came to this dreadful place to investigate a disturbance in the ethereal currents. Perchance you would be so kind as to tell me your reason for being here as well. So this magicite you seek was the cause of these confluences, was it? I see. Glad to hear that Cryle is still capable of conducting the most rudimentary research. I thank you for sharing with me your findings. I shall share with you mine own discovery, by way of gratitude. I believe this is the stone you were looking for. Keep it. I have no use for such baubles. Consider it payment for your information, if you prefer. This island was ever filled with danger and death. Despite its once close proximity to the motherland, no one bothered to settle it for that very reason. Circumventing these hazards was one of the reasons the students devoted so many resources to the construction of an expansive Ethernet. Restoring it is an admirable endeavor, and I wish you and Cryle the best of luck in it. You may tell her I said as much. However, I still intend to find my own way to return to our headquarters. Go well, adventure. I shall find you again if I have information to share. So there indeed appeared to be another magicite. Oof. That's a big one. So I'm probably going to go for that one first and then this one. Anyway, I am going to go for this fate because it's relatively high leveled. And then I'll go back to the camp after this is done. So I will be right back while I wait for people to arrive for this particular notorious monster. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. I'm pretty dang sure, so I forgot to even mark this boy. Yeah, this guy doesn't drop an item. So we can just go and beat him up. Well, once, you know. Once people are confident enough to go for him. I feel like Anemos is still the island where where people wait the most. The moment that you read Pagos, the waiting kind of stops. And it's just like you say a pull timer, and it just pulls. Or not even that. Sometimes people just go off of a 27 or 25 minute rule. Which, you know, they would know maybe at that point because they've played a lot of Anemos, maybe. But yeah. I'm just kind of like mellowing down when I'm doing this because it is quite chill, as they say. I think that may be like another reason why people really like for some people really like Eureka, because of like how honest to god chill it can be. There's nothing that's like too terrifying, really. The most terrifying thing is dying and losing your XP, I suppose, but even then. And I guess like getting to fates, like it depends on how busy people are with the fates. There's also usually needs to be one person like calling out the shots. Otherwise, nothing happens. At some point, I took over that role, especially in Anemos. In Anemos, and I think in the final island. Those are the two moments where I decided to take the role off. Raid leader, maybe? Is that what you call it? It's not really a raid leader. Just kind of like, I guess like calling the shots. Just telling people like, oh yeah, we're gonna go into this fate next. We're gonna go and pull at this time, stuff like that. This guy's just using the same moves that like most other Cyclops kind of type of enemies use. This will one-shot you, almost guaranteed. If you get hit by it. No? Oh no, okay. Must be thinking of something else. Pretty sure I've been thinking of something else. There we go. Small little chunk of XP. Let me go back over to the entrance. And let's see what Quile has to say. What does the Quile say? Good to see you again. Not that I ever doubted you would return, but it still feels good regardless. As usual, we were able to confirm your removal of the Magicite from here, though I must say, it seemed as though you secured it rather more quickly than before. Did you make exceptionally good time or some such? Ajika found it first. That comes as a surprise. And what other method could he be considering to reach our headquarters? Well, there's no point in worrying over it. He has his ways, we have ours. Restoring the Ethernet remains our best way forward, I believe. Speaking of which, we've almost finished. That piece of Magicite you brought back does indeed appear to have been the last interfering with the natural flow of the livestream in this region. It might not be enough to guarantee safe travel directly to our headquarters, but at the very least it might allow us to reach nearby regions. Of course, there is still an inherent risk in teleporting to an unattuned beacon, one that may no longer exist even. Death albeit a painless one, resulting from becoming lost in a livestream. Fortunately, the Ethernet relays we have developed should mitigate the risk significantly. Assuming that is, that the one here in Anemos is functioning properly, which is what I need you to confirm. You will need to head northeast across the Val River Swale again. Look for a door leading into the ridge to Ethernet control. The relay won't be hard to find. Okay, now this is the thing for which you need 100, I think, protein crystals or maybe Anemos crystals, one of the two. But if you... let me go and see which is... Oh, the game literally just marks it. Wow. So look at that. Getting markers in this economy? I forgot to put my Magicite thing in there. Whatever. I need to go back anyway. For the story! And then we're going to spend our time reaching level 20, getting the materials I need to upgrade my gear, and then GTFO from this island. Then onwards we go to what many people consider the worst island. With which I have to agree. Though the relay bears no visible signs of damage, it does not appear to be functioning at the moment. This is Kryle. Called it an educated guess, but I thought you might have arrived at the Ethernet control by now. If so, how does it look? Well, at least it wasn't smashed to pieces. If your assessment is correct, we may be able to reintegrate into the Ethernet. One moment, I'm dealing with stuff. This may not sound like the most elegant solution, but 60% of the time it works every time. Right, we're going to flood the relay with a massive amount of ether to wake it up, as it were. To that end, we're going to need to amass a substantial quantity of Anemos crystals. 99 crystals, assuming my calculations are correct. I know it's a lot to ask, but I believe this is our best bet. Once you have them, bring them to Ethernet control and I'll walk you through the process. So it's 99 ether, 99 Anemos crystals, not protein. So you have to do fates for these. Yep, there we go. This is it, Lynn. Are you ready? Rechecking measurements. Right, listen carefully. To flood the relay with ether, we will need to repurpose your Magi board as an elemental converter. Seekest thou power? Power to smite thine enemies, to cast down the wicked and raise up the righteous? Art thou a pawn, then, content to surrender to the whim of fate, to bid welcome to the wicked and the dark? And within a light burning, radiant, resplendent. Lo, in light she walketh, and in light she abideth. Thus will I remember thee. Sacred echo, sacred echo. There's no other way. Even if we fought the damn thing to our dying breaths, it'd endure. It's as though it has a nigh bottomless wellspring of ether to draw upon. Till such time as a permanent solution is found, it shall be sealed away. If any amongst you yet harbour doubts, speak them now. You'll hear none from you'll hear none from me. Let's do it and be done with it. Right then, the matter of what to do may have been resolved, but we've still the matter of where to do it. But in a colony, that much is plain, location must be remote, far from prying eyes and covetous men. Well, Galuf, this is your idea. Got any suggestions? As a matter of fact, I do. An island not far from the motherland, deserted, dangerous. Perfect place to build a prison. No. Lynn, what happened? Please respond. Work, did it? Glad to hear it. Our reading suggested as much, but I wanted your confirmation before I performed the final test. Well, I appear to have arrived with all my bits intact. I believe that constitutes a success. Very good. I'll have to perform various adjustments and measurements before we can risk teleporting to other regions. But this is nevertheless a significant accomplishment. By the way, you took an awfully long time to respond after initiating the process. Did something happen? Galuf, you're certain that's the name you heard spoken of in the vision? 4 men, one of them a Lupin. And this masked man you met. If they were grandfathers, then that would make him... forgive me. I needed the time and the place. Let us return to Port Surgate. Also... oh. Hey, yo. I mean, I did fight a lot of these dudes at some point while I was leveling, so... I'll take it. Let me join. So this is the guy that can drop the pretty nice looking piece of glamour that I would like to have. Oh yeah, this is definitely closed. We're going to pop this too, even though it doesn't really matter too much because, you know. Because once I'm going back to the thing, I'm going to be probably going into a new instance, and we're going to start grinding to level 20. And then we're going to start using our crystals too. Ba, ba. Listen to that car leaving. Just wait until the car actually starts. If that is what is going to happen, of course. Could be just opening the gate or something else. Open the gates! Venom Storm. Just AoE poison. You get a poison. Also, these AoEs we're gonna go and expand like this, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna get that claw off of that person. Hey. I'm getting preyed upon. Now, these fights I do not remember at all. It's been so long since I've been in Anemos. Right, more of this. Now it's also reverse versions of that. This is where stuff gets a little bit crazy. There we go. And rip. Big rip. Also, you get tombstones for doing this, so if you ever need freaking tombstones, Eureka's a pretty good place to be. The Eureka or the Shadowbringers one. But in generally, highly recommend going in here. Like if you want to go, like if you want to just go through this area is one thing, and the other thing would be to like get a relic weapon from this place or any other gear. I would highly recommend going over here if you need a lot of tombstones, like if you're working on the Heavensward relic weapons, for instance. That name we heard, Galuf. That was my adopted grandfather's name. And from what you described, I do not think that is any coincidence. Galuf Baldesion founded the students, together with 3 of his fellow Archons. If they were the men you saw in your vision, then the island they spoke of was almost certainly the Isle of Val, but this entity they spoke of sealing away. Grandfather told me nothing of such things. I should like very much to ask him, but he was one of many missing and presumed dead. We believe the island destroyed. But we were wrong about that, and I can only hope we were wrong about him. As for who that masked man could have been, I haven't the foggiest. He certainly didn't sound like anyone I have ever met. Mysteries heaped upon mysteries. Still, it changes nothing. We must continue to seek out survivors, and survivors are most likely to be found inside our headquarters. You've done everything I asked of you and more, but now it's my turn. Those adjustments I told you about, the ones I need to make to the Ethernet relay, are going to take time. Until I finish, you may consider our expedition on hold. Thank you again for all your hard work, Lynn. I'll be in touch. We've reached the conclusion of this chapter of the Eureka expedition. To continue the expedition, speak with Rodney at Pier 1 to travel to Puggles. Okay, yeah, you don't even need to be a level 20. Well, that is interesting. But I will get to level 20. Because I'm fucking insane. I'm fucking invincible. Right. Let me just go and swap over to Machinist. And that should make this a little bit easier. Let's go and get this. And then let's go and exchange my Anemos crystals. Wow. It's 300 and some more. Okay. Right. I need 400. Cheryl just constantly turning around. I don't really need the Anemos crystals for anything. In all fairness. There we go. Okay. Let's get my +1 version. And now, to get the final one, we need 800 protein crystals. And then for the final one, we need We need something else. Let me actually check. I do have the wiki page opened up on my laptop for this very reason. Okay, yeah, no, for the final one you just need 3 of the Pazuzu feathers, which requires you to get 300 protein crystals or fight Pazuzu himself, which is a fate around here somewhere. Or like a normal monster. Notorious monster. Jesus. But it kind of spawns rarely. It spawns with the windy weather and stuffs. So let's go and swap back to warrior. And I'm gonna go and now leave this instance and enter a new one. Let me just go and do this. Okay. I also forgot to open up the chests. May as well go and do that now too. Well, actually, I'll do that. I'll go and open up the chest once I'm... I think there's protein crystals in them, so maybe I want to open them up now. Let's go and take a look, shall we? Since I'm out of Eureka, I can also go and just go to the market board for anything else. Eureka potion, clear demi materia. Anything, by the way, if you're planning to do as much as you can in this game, I would highly recommend holding on to any item that is worth just money. Like the clear demi materia, the gold pouches, stuff like that. It's gonna become... like, it's gonna save you some trouble later down the line. With a very specific thingamabob. Yes. With a very specific thing that will unlock somewhere during the patches of Stormblood. What it comes down to is you basically need to like donate items to a certain place and it will give you money for it. And the more it's worth in like, you know, in guild, like according to the game's market. Not the market board, the game's own market value, you'll be able to work on something weekly. I know there's like a perfect rhythm to this. There we go. Alright, so we got ourselves some red mage barding. We got a scroll. We got a minion that I already have. Got a lot of freaking things that we can use. What else do we have? We have these ugly ass boots. We have this jacket, which is actually pretty dang nice. I like this jacket quite a lot. This thing, which, you know, I've already been using for Lynn. You can also sell all of these things on the market board, so... regardless whether or not you're going to use it yourself, you can always just make money off of it. Because some of these things look really good. I only wish that this fucking thing wasn't here. This big ass knife wasn't in there. That is all that I would have wanted, and that would have been the perfect piece of gear. Oh well. Anyway. Let me go and enter another instance. So I didn't get any, back on the hand and expeditor. Welcome. Oh shit. While we're away, Mr. Skrull completed work on the Ethernet wheel, allowing us to access another region of the island. I'm told it's quite different from Anemos, far colder on account of respondent preponderance. Preponderance? Yes, that is a word. Of ice aspected ether. Accordingly, the team has dubbed it Pagos. They've already established a base camp and whoopsie. No, yep. And if you'd like to lend a hand with the expedition, you'd be more than welcome. And then I forgot to read the other thing. Just say the word and I'll see you to the arrangements. Sir, Mrs. Scribe will be overjoyed to see you again. Okay. I could go over there, however. I ain't done with Anemos yet. Let's see. Yeah, this is definitely a different one. And there's immediately a notorious monster. I've already seen this one though, so like the only notorious monsters I'm going to show from this point onwards are any of the new ones, or anything that takes me over to this area. If you don't get there, like I'm pretty sure I'm going to go into that area at some point, but if you don't actually get there at any point, I will go and just walk in there and show you guys around. Probably the most dangerous area in this entire island. Anyway, I'll be right back. Okay. I only just noticed how long the recording already is, so after this fate, that's gonna be the end of this recording, and then off camera I'll just keep playing until another fate pops up that's new, or if I get to the point that I want to reach. But first, we must get past the sharks. Which really isn't that difficult. Unless they suddenly fucking turn around. Anyway, we're back in Uncanny Valley. So we're gonna fight the big boy. Good old King Hazmat. You gotta defeat the Anemos and all us to get this one to spawn. Oh, God. I just inhaled some of my own spit, which is not the best. You probably shouldn't do that. This is usually how Eureka goes though. It's either this when you're leveling up, and when you're not leveling up and you just want materials, then you just follow the freaking tracker. And just go and kill enemies until the fate spawns that you need. Or once. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is that all of these notorious monsters will become weaker, dependent on how many people, like stronger or weaker, depending on how many people there are in the instance. The more people, the stronger the bosses will be. So there's kind of a good thing about not having a super busy instance. Also, does this guy even drop anything? I don't think so. Don't remember. Yeah, nah. Nah, bruv. Are we still waiting on somebody? I don't think so. I think everybody is here. We're just with 5 in this instance. That's kind of funny. And they're all just standing here. Wait, that's a... What are you? Okay. Looks like I'm gonna be tanking. Which shouldn't be too big of an issue. Even change to defensive if I feel the need to. Which may be a good idea, considering some stuff. Hello. What is this thing doing? Oh god. Another one. I don't know this fight. I definitely don't remember this fight. At all. And another one. There we go. Can't see shit. There we go. And now it's back to grinding, so once again. No, actually no, this is the end of the episode, that's right. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Build Deadline. So I was playing Final Fantasy 14. I mean, we're exploring, or definitely finishing the Isle of Anemos for the most part. And the next episode we're going to go and definitely leave this place. A lot of it's going to be off camera. And if I run into a new fate, or a new normal monster, notorious monster, I'm just going to call it fate, it's easier. If I run into another fate that is new, I will show it off. Otherwise, you'll see me being at the maximum level and having all the stuff I need to upgrade my weapon. Goodbye.